welcome back to another video. How are you? How you doing? How's everyone? Tell me, put it in the comments. I want to know. How's your week been? How's your weekend been? Did you eat? Very important things in this interesting climate we're in. Make sure you're looking after yourself. Today, as you've seen from the title, we are going to be talking about top surgery and, you know, if I want it, what that looks like, just giving more information. So just going to give a content warning here. In this video, I will be talking about top surgery, and breasts. So I'm going to try and leave timestamps if I can. Anything that may be triggering to you. However, I will be talking quite freely about things. So, you know, take care of yourself. Let's get into it. So first, let me give you a definition of what top surgery is. Top surgery is a gender confirmation surgery in which a person's breasts are removed or augmented to match their gender identity. I kind of want to talk about, you know, how I feel and stuff in relation to top surgery. As I have spoken about in my chest binding video, which you can go and check out, I spoke about having a lot of dysphoria within my chest area and feeling anxious and nervous about people seeing that I had breasts, just not really liking them very much. It does kind of weigh on and off, but I do like to wear baggy clothes and stuff because then you kind of are unable to see them if my clothes are baggier and wearing like a sports bra and stuff like that, because it genuinely makes me anxious. It's not something that I all of the time like on my body, and it's not a case of, oh, this is something that I just want to change type thing, like, oh, maybe there's something, an imperfection or something that you don't like about yourself. It's not really like that. It's more of a case that this is detrimental to my mental health, that the fact that I have breasts negatively impacts my mental health, because it feels like it doesn't fit with who I'm supposed to be, who I see myself as inside. I think that's the best way to explain it for me. So now we're just going to move on to a couple of facts about top surgery and stuff like that. From what I know, there are two ways in which a person can access top surgery. There is through the NHS and privately. And through the NHS, you go on a waiting list and you are then referred to a gender identity clinic. Sorry. Now, some of the limitations of just going to a gender identity clinic is waiting times. I pulled up some statistics. I'm gonna put all my links and stuff like that in the bio, but this is just what I found. I went onto the Gender Identity Clinic website and there was a statement there. The statement basically, we are currently booking appointments for individuals who were referred to the service in September 2017. Let that sink in. September 2017. So on their website it said, we are now currently booking appointments for individuals who were referred to the clinic in September 2017. It is currently, well, when I'm filming this, November 2020. And when I did this research, it was in June. So it may have changed. I'm not completely sure about the updated version, but in June, this is what it said. Regardless of that, you can see it's a staggering wait time for people who are looking to get referrals and appointments from these gender identity clinics. The statement also said that these individuals would have had to wait 35 to 36 months. Once again, just showing the staggering wait time for individuals. Now, on the website, it also stated that to have top surgery, you must have been on masculinizing hormones. I really can't say that word. Masculinizing hormones for up to 6 months. Now, I just really want to break this down, right? Because when I watch videos, I've done a lot of research about top surgeries. Most of the people that I see are from the US, and there are some non-binary individuals that I've seen who have top surgery and they didn't have to be on hormones. And so seeing this on the website made me very interested about whether it was an option. Because when I have seen UK individuals get top surgery, they're usually trans men. And not everyone who wants top surgery is a trans man. Me, I'm non-binary. So I would love to know more information about it. If you have any information, please link me to it, because even though I'm giving you information, I too would like to know, a bit more. Number one, not all individuals who want top surgery are trans men or trans masculine. Secondly, non-binary individuals want top surgery. Me. Another thing, not all non-binary people want top surgery either. For those non-binary individuals or whatever, I mean, this is being very stereotypical in me saying that all trans men or non-binary individuals want top surgery and stuff like that. I mean, I guess this is a whole nother conversation in themselves, but getting away from the thought of passing or boy, I don't want to talk because this one is very delicate and everyone has their own individual roots and journeys. I just know I can speak for myself and say that everyone's journey is unique. So let me not talk too much about passing and the certain requirements of this gender identity clinics. Let me just hush. And yeah, like I said, I don't really know many British non-binary individuals who have had top surgery and what the requirements are and whether they need to be on T. I would really like to know that. So if you know anything or anyone, please send me a link, send it my way, because I do want to go through this process, and so I would like to be as informed as possible, if I could, about the UK experience, because it's different everywhere. Anyway, let's get back to some other facts. There was a BBC article that was written a couple of years ago, basically about wait times. Now, the NHS guidelines say that there is an 18-week limit. Wow. There's an 18-week limit between referral and treatment. Whereas the actual reality is, on average, individuals wait 18 months for their first appointment. So the limit should be 18 weeks by NHS guidelines, but right now people on average are waiting 18 months for a first appointment. Now, I just want to draw in from my experience. When I hear things like this, it really puts me off, right? It really puts me off the journey of wanting to go through the NHS to get top surgery. It puts me off. It makes me want to wait and not even talk to my GP about it, because it's oh God, is there even any point? Is there even any point doing this type thing, right? And that's really, really daunting. But by me waiting, I can see the impact that it has on my mental health. Because there are times when, I'll just be by myself, and it's when I finally allow myself to want my wants and desires and to not be scared about what other people want around me, I know that this top surgery is one of the things that is this is what I want. The more I wait, the worse it gets on my mental health and in other ways that are not the best coping mechanisms. Yeah, it just plays into other parts of my life, because I know this is something that I want but I can't have right now. And seeing stuff like waiting times, it's Lord. So maybe you're thinking, okay, so NHS, long waiting times, what about going private? Because that is the second option that I know of. Well, for private, to get top surgery privately, it would seem, wow, am I Barack Obama? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing? Okay, wait, before I continue, have you liked this video? Have you subscribed? Have you pressed that notification bell? If not, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Come and join the family. Come on. Have you done it? Have you done it? Okay, good. Let me continue. If I was to go private, it would seem that the cost of top surgery would be between £6,000 to £7,000, right? That's a lot of money. And I'm a I'm a small student, please. Where am I going to get the money, please? I'm a student, full-time, not even part-time job. So me, what cash am I going to collect? To be doing side hustles, man, because 6,000 to 7,000 quid. Lord have mercy. So even then, that option is like, I feel doomed. I'm like, I don't know what to do, man. And so, researching and trying to come up with some sort of courage or positive experiences, With me, like I said, I like to be well-rounded. I want to understand other people's opinions. I want to know the statistics. I want to be as informed as possible because feelings are so important, so important for the journey. But I also sometimes I need the information to make sense of my feelings. And sometimes, like a professional, counseling or therapist, whatever it is, to help me delve deeper and understand exactly what I feel. That's important for me. And so whilst diving deeper for more information and more perspectives of individuals like me, I stumbled across this. So I found a report done by the Scottish Trans Alliance, which work for equality for trans individuals. They made a report, which I will link down below, basically looking at the perspectives of non-binary individuals going into gender identity clinics. Now, for me, I wouldn't say it was shocking because of the things that I'd heard before, but it definitely didn't give me more confidence, if I'm honest. So one of the things that I had heard already through the community was that some individuals actually lied and said that they weren't non-binary because if they did, they would have been deferred treatment, right? And this is one of the things that they picked up in the report, was that people didn't say they were non-binary because if they did, they would, like I said, be deferred treatment. So for example, maybe they would be allowed to go on hormones, but they wouldn't be allowed to have treatment. So it seems like sometimes there's this very binary view of gender in terms of, okay, so if you want this surgery, then you must want to be a man. It's very linked to that, and that's not the case for everyone. It's not about that link there cannot be said for everyone, and for that to be happening within a gender identity clinic is interesting, to say the least. Other things, like I've stated before, but in the report they were saying that some people said that they had to be on testosterone before they had the surgery. Like I was saying before, that's what it said on the Gender Identity Clinic website. Once again, not everyone wants to be on testosterone. And so I guess for me, I would want to know more about, oh God. The reason why I said oh God is because by me saying this, the TERFs are just gonna run to this video. If you don't know what a TERF is, it's a trans exclusionary radical feminist. As I was saying, I would love to know the basis of having to be on testosterone for top surgery from a medical point of view, because the medical model is everywhere, and I just want to know the reasons why, really. Is it a case of it helps? I'm gonna do my research on that, and if I find the answer, I'm gonna make a follow-up video just to, I guess, figure it out. But yeah, that's interesting to me. I do wonder why that is. The report also stated that individuals within gender identity clinics, as in the people working there, had very stereotypical and binary ideas of what an individual should wear or look like. Like I've said in my previous videos, like, there's no one way to be non-binary. You don't have to be androgynous to be non-binary. You don't have to, you can be masculine and feminine and your identity is still valid in you being non-binary. You don't have to have they them pronouns. That is not something that is required at all. Pronouns are not a correspondent of your gender identity, your sexual orientation, any of that. It literally just is you. It's part of you. It's what makes you feel comfortable. And so having people who work at these clinics being very stereotypical about what their ideals of what men and women are, who non-binary individuals are, can be very damaging, especially if you're working in an organization which should be about inclusivity. Once again, this is coming from a standpoint of the study, the report that I found from the Scottish Trans Alliance. So when hearing stuff like that, it does make me kind of reluctant. Another thing which I think is kind of a big thing, well, not a big thing, but it does make me worry, is one person spoke about age being a factor in things. It would be a barrier of some sorts, or maybe they would face discrimination because of their age, whether it was because they were young or because they were old. And I know I'm only 21, but one thing that does worry me is the fact that it's like, I feel like I'm starting so late. I don't know whether it's irrational. At this point, it's just me telling you how I feel. Like, the reason why I think I have such a worry for the age thing is that I get scared that, say if I get there and I'm on my journey and they ask me, why haven't I done it sooner? Like, why didn't you know? Like, brother, I don't know why I didn't know. Like, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I could blame institutions, lack of education within schools. I mean, I could go on forever, but like, you know, in terms of a personal perspective, sometimes I do think, why didn't I know? Or rather, was I just scared of what other people thought, and that's why I never said it, or a case of I didn't have the language for it. I mean, when I had the video with my mum, you know, we were talking about like when I was younger and the things that I would say and stuff like that, and yeah, it's interesting. Also, I don't want to just say that everything was negative. Looking through the report, there were definitely there were positive things that people said about how they were so accommodating. You know, it was a pleasant experience for them going into these gender identity clinics. But you also cannot ignore the numerous amount of negative experiences that people have had. Sorry, I'm looking, there's a fly. Sorry. You can't ignore the numerous amount of negative experiences in gender identity clinics, and I mean that it kind of worries me. And lastly, I just want to say, you know, this is something that I will probably want to do in the future. Regardless of how I'm feeling now, like, I gotta take that leap of faith, because just thinking about it and the thought of it being like, okay, we're actually doing this, I'm actually filming this video, has literally taken a weight off my chest. Like, if I'm honest, like I do feel a lot calmer within myself being honest and true. And so whatever happens, if I change my mind, because I'm allowed to do that, or whatever, I will document this journey with you and keep all of you informed about what I plan to do, you know. But thank you for listening to this video. I know it was a bit long, I apologize. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Please leave your experiences in the comment section if you feel to do so. No pressure whatsoever. You know, if, like I said before, if you have any other links or information for me, that would be great. Like, link them in the comments. Add me on my socials, you know, for conversations about this, and like I said, just a wider understanding. Oh my gosh, do you know what I didn't talk about? I completely forgot. Most of the people that I have seen who have top surgery are white. We have to get into this. they are white. And so looking at individuals who are, the only individual that I know who is non-binary and has had top surgery recently is Dr. Ronks. When I saw that, I nearly cried. I was so happy. But it's like this one person, it's not like I know them personally to ask them questions about the procedure, you know? And so yeah, big up you, Dr. Ronks, by the way. And like, yeah, like I said, I don't know them personally, so it's not like I can ask them the questions. But like, I have so many questions. I want to know about like hyperpigmentation, any different like complications or limitations of like the black skin, what that looks like representation, so important because I don't know. Okay, I'm done rambling. That was it. But like I said, I'll document the journey. Thank you everyone for watching. Share, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.